What's up, guys? I think, hold on. There you go. So, hello. We are gonna make some keto crinkle cookies.
I just done again.
And hopefully everything is out. Hopefully I don't have to go and run and get anything. We will hope. So, got it all, I think. Let's hope. Anyway, so we're gonna make some keto chocolate crinkle cookies. We've got the oven preheated to 350. And we're going to mix our dry ingredients first. And then while there's water still in my bowl. So once we do that, then we'll mix our wet ingredients, and then we're gonna let the dough sit while we do our sugar toppings. So, have you guys ever had crinkle cookies before? I don't think I've ever made them before. I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our oven preheated to 350, and then we're gonna do, let's see. We're gonna do 1 1/4 cups of almond flour. 1. And here is a little tip for those of you guys who have not worked with nut flours before, or maybe you're new to keto and you know you're switching over from regular flour to a nut flour. I always try to keep mine, that's a 4th. I always try to keep mine either in the fridge or the freezer because nuts go rancid, right, in heat. And so it's not like regular flour where you can leave it out on the counter. It will go bad rather quickly. So I tend to keep mine in the freezer because that's the place where it has the most room, but you can put it in the refrigerator too. So we're gonna do 1/4 cup of almond flour. I just like to try and, when it's frozen, it gets those clumps in it. So I try to break apart any kind of clumps that may be in there, just so you don't end up with a big old clump in your cookie. That would be gross. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna do 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm using Lakanto sweetener. If you wanna use erythritol or monk fruit or swerve or whatever you wanna use, it's fine. You can do whatever you would like. Just make sure it's a keto approved sweetener. There we go. So you're gonna do 1/4 cup of that. So we've got 1 1/4 cup of almond flour, and then 1/4 cup of your keto sugar. And again, just make sure you don't have any big chunks of sugar or flour in there. All right, so we've got 1/4, and then we're gonna do 1/4 cocoa. So I'm using Hershey's Cocoa, 100% cacao. Okay, 1/4 cup. All right, we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon, this one, of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Hello. So as you guys hop on, let me know. Oh, he did not get me an egg. Oh, yes, he did. He did. It's right here. It's fine. Anyway, as you guys hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. So now that we've got all of the dry ingredients in here and mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and add in our wet ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 egg. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Mine is not softened, so I'm gonna have to put it in the microwave for a second. Like literally just a second to soften it and not melt it. Because there's a difference between softened and melted. All right. Just 1 second. Like about that long. Nope, not quite. Do it. Nope, still not. I'm afraid I'm gonna melt it all the way, guys. But there's bacon in here. Alright, let's try again. A baking day tomorrow. You should totally do a baking day now that you're done with your like 70 some hours of fasting. Oh, yeah. It's softened now. All right. So we're going to do 1. Looks so gross. Looks like snot. Sorry. It's my personal opinion. All right, 2. And I'm going to put the rest of this stuff that's not used up back in here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, softened, not melted. I did miss the salt though. I'm just going to give a couple little shippers of pink salt. It's supposed to be 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I just did a couple little things. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Now it says in the recipe not to use like maple pancake syrup. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is, but we're gonna use Lakanto maple flavored syrup. There's probably a difference, but we're going with it. So 1/4 cup of keto maple syrup. Ooh. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna mix all of this together, and then we're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes, it says. And then we're going, while that's happening, we're going to make the stuff that you roll the cookie dough in. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like cookie dough. The only reason why we had leftover bacon was because he made a ton of it this morning. That's the only reason. And I'm pretty sure if no one knew there was extra bacon, it wouldn't actually be in there. Because he is a crazy bacon kid. If you ask my 5-year-old what he wants to eat for breakfast, he will tell you bacon and eggs every day. Like, he is, I swear, he's my grandpa reincarnated. Like, bacon and eggs, that's what he wants for breakfast. Bacon and eggs. Okay, he's got to be like the easiest kid to cook with. Crazy. Okay, so then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar and a half a cup of powdered sugar. So, good thing I did that. All right, so I'm gonna put it in this big one. I didn't use those. 1 tablespoon. So we need 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. And then a half a cup, oh, maybe that was what that was for. A half a cup of powdered sugar. And I made this powdered sugar yesterday from the granulated sugar that I had because I don't have any powdered sugar on hand. So I just made powdered sugar by putting my granulated sugar into my food processor yesterday, and it makes beautiful, fluffy powdered sugar. I'll have to make some more because now I'm out. What's going on? Okay. Uh-oh. I hear him up there. I don't know if that means he's coming this way. I don't know. All right. So, we give it a good stir. Okay. Oh, that had vanilla in it. My bad. Oops. Okay. So, this is technically supposed to wait like this for about 10 minutes, but I'm a rule breaker. So, we're just gonna go with it. And we're gonna cook it right now. Because I'm a rule breaker and I want it done right now. It says to put these on parchment lined baking sheets. So I'm gonna take that off. And I'm gonna put parchment paper down instead. And then I'm going to use my cookie scooper. This is really sticky. And I'm just going to plop it in here and roll it around. Whew. Look at that. Cute little crinkle cookie. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess with this. All right. I'm not sure why we needed so much sugar, but that's okay. All right. This is kind of fun. Making a mess with the sugar. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I think I'm going to give you guys a pre-recorded recipe from a couple of weeks ago that I made because I never shared it with you guys, and they actually turned out really good. And I I took them to my women's Bible study group last week, and they loved it. So I think I'm going to give you guys some, their white chocolate covered almond cookies. I'm not really sure how else to explain them, but they're super good and they're really, really easy to make. So I think that will be one of the 2 recipes that I'm going to give you tomorrow so we can get caught up and on track so you get 12 Christmas goodies before Christmas morning. Yay. All right, let's see. I think we can do 3 more out of this at least. All right. Almost there. So we're just gonna do these last few and then we're gonna put them in the oven. The oven is preheated at 350 degrees. And we're gonna cook them, I think, for 10 to 12 minutes, but I will double check and make sure. Let's see. Oh, I think it's gonna be so close. Look at that. Like the perfect amount for all 12 cookies. Look at that.
Man, Garrett's watching?
What?
Garrett's watching.
Oh.
What's up, Garrett?
Could you tell Ricky was watching upstairs?
Yeah. Had to come down here just call Garrett out.
I got chocolate on me.
Oh, I was going to lick that off. These got to be cooked first?
Yeah. Got egg in it. We'll give it some more little frosting.
Mm-hmm.
Pew, pew.
A little more here, yeah. Gotta go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
They're so not pretty, but that's what they. That's what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. Let me wash my hands now. So it's pretty simple. If they turn out good, it'll be pretty simple. Let's see. And then you just put them in the oven at 350 for 12 minutes. So when they come out, I'll take some pictures, throw it up on my Instagram and Facebook stories so you guys can see it. If you guys want more recipes like this, just drop the recipe down below and I can get you guys into my recipe group. I know I have a couple of days worth of people who've asked to get into the group, so I will definitely go back to all of those previous lives and get you guys all added in. It's been a crazy couple days, y'all. So I will get that done between tonight and tomorrow. So if you've already asked to be added to the group, ask again on here just in case so you don't get missed. And I can get you into our resource group. It has literally thousands of tried and true keto and low carb recipes that aren't just like, they're just not just thrown in there. They're actually like where we've tried them, made them, and then we put the recipe in that group. Because I know When I first started doing keto and low carb stuff, there were lots of recipes I tried that were total flops. They were disgusting. And I spent tons of money and tons of time making nasty stuff. And that was the one thing that I absolutely said was not gonna happen. If it's not a good recipe, I won't give it to you. So if you've gone through my page and you found a recipe, or you found a live that didn't have a recipe attached to it, it's because I didn't like the recipe. Okay, it's because it wasn't a good recipe, so I didn't want to give it to you. So if I didn't give you the recipe, don't blame me if you make it and it's gross. Anyways, so if you guys want the recipe, if you're on TikTok, there's a link tree in my bio. It will take you to my Facebook page. Find this live on my Facebook, and just drop the word recipe down below. There were some that were just plain nasty. Yeah, I know. And we threw them away. Anyways, so if you guys want it in the recipe group, there's recipes, there's meal plans, there is workouts in there, there's better booty challenges in there, there's water challenges in there, there's all kinds of stuff. So if you are looking for a place to find resources and to start January all new, or even start in December after Christmas, that's the group to be in. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hopping on. Come join us again tomorrow. I will go live with some kind of Christmas goodie, and I will also post a recipe with a Christmas goodie so that we can get you guys all 12 Christmas goodies before Christmas morning, okay? So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping on, and I will see you guys later. Bye.